Hello friends, now I am explaining Java Project Zone entry level project number 1. In entry level I am explaining, I am giving you 10 projects. If you work on the 10 projects, then you will be perfect over object orientation. As I told you earlier, identification of object is a very crucial in writing object oriented programs. Once you identify an object, it acts like a building block in a Java program. Then easily you can write a blueprint class. That is a challenging task, no doubt about that. First you write the blueprint class, thereafter according to the client's requirement you implement it. That is the basic procedure what I am going to explain. So in this explanation you can find two parts. First part is how to develop a software project formally, the phases in the project development process. In order to understand this concept, the phases in project development process, please watch my lecture on YouTube, how to develop software projects on your own. That is a essential prerequisite knowledge. Thereafter, if you come to this, every point you understand, because all those points I cannot explain here. If I explain and all that, we are distracted from the main object. So you understand formal development procedure of developing projects, and number 2 is object orientation. How to write object oriented programs. What is the mental process in this and all that you can understand. So carefully understand. Program may be lengthy and all that. If you expect everything precisely and all that, only at the cost of the subject I can teach it precisely. So it is my duty to explain everything in detail. Gradually certain elements are well versed to you, then those elements I brief it. So from each and every program you learn a set of points that always you remember, and after writing this program and when you are confident over this program, you write your notes what you learned. That is very very important. So by that way, by learning, by studying each and every program and working on that, then you can collect new weapons in your Java armory. That point you remember and proceed. And as a first project, I am giving a very simple project, that is weekly temperature report. Weekly temperature report, and here I mentioned all 7 days, Sunday to Saturday, and corresponding temperatures I have given, and you have to find out total temperature of the week and the average temperature of the week. This is the task, simple task. Task may be simple or big, but formal procedure, that is the phases in development of the project, are same. If it is small project, small thinking, big project, big thinking. That is the difference. So in project development process you can find 5 phases. The first one is task. Task. Task means I can explain it as understanding problem domain and as well as solution domain. So this is problem domain, this is the solution domain. Actually, when you are writing examination and all that, first what you see the question paper, understand the question. Understand the question. After thoroughly understanding question only, then you fill your buffer. What answer I have to write? If you are well versed with the subject, I am talking about the people who are well versed with the subject, what I have to write and all that, you form an idea. That is solution domain. First understanding question is problem domain. So first thing is you understand the problem thoroughly. Thereafter, what client in this respect, what client is expecting from you, That you should know. This is like a source, this is like a destination, this is where you are, this defines where you are, this defines where you have to go, what is your destination. Now 100% clarity you get. So that is a task. Now in this, actually that is very simple, and here this table we are writing. For this purpose we have to enter 7 days temperatures, and thereafter we have to find out total temperature as well as average temperature, and we have to print it. This is a very simple problem. If it is a big problem and all just like that, this is the most challenging thing actually in software industry domains or the industry environment. This is the most challenging task. These people are called, this nature of job is called business intelligence. Special people are there. They go to client, understand client's requirement and all that, and they come back to the company and explain it to the developing team. One way, these are like compilers between client and the development team. It is very critical job. Why it is very critical job? Now once you put a label, I am a software developer and all that, any type of client may come. Any type of client. You may run a hotel or a hospital or a transport business, or you may be a stockbroker, or you may run a college. Any type of business, there are hundreds of types of businesses in the world, thousands of types of businesses are in the world. You go to hotel for eating, but how hotel is managed you never know. If you may be good at software development, but you do not know how a hotel is run, how a transport business is run, how share market is run. So that is the first and foremost requirement. Thereafter your software comes. That's why that is not so easy task. In this case it is very simple thing. That's why there is no much explanation. And if you go to advanced level, second level, I give you good projects. There we have to spend much time here. If you go to real time, much more time you have to spend. This is the real challenging in programming. Actually, I told you who can become project leaders and all that. These people who can understand problem domain, who can design things and all that. Those are like with reference to my earlier example, those are like master tailors. Master tailors. Remaining 100 people are more. They are stitching tailors. Understand? Master tailor's job is very, very core. Depending on the customer taste and depending on the nature of the cloth and latest fashions and all that, he had to take into consideration. Ultimately, he had to design the dress. Understand? So this is the first one. Understand task. Second one is analysis. Analysis means as soon as you understand in real time or in examination or problem domain, first as soon as you understand the problem and all that and the solution where to go, then you think of what I have to do, what I have to do. Then a piece of idea you get, it bridges the gap. In this context, we think differently. Now we have to write an object oriented program. So how to identify object? This is the crucial thing in object oriented programming. How to identify object? Object is the building block. Based on that we construct the program. So what is the object? If we have to identify here, now you see 1 week's temperature we are printing. We are printing in the statement. Let us assume that this client, one client asked you for 1 week's temperature. That's why you have taken 1 week's temperature. But do you think that all your clients ask you for 1 week's temperature only? Somebody may ask for 4 weeks temperature. Somebody may ask for 52 weeks temperature. So, but weekly temperature is common. So take it as a building block. So in the analysis, you are identifying an object. What is that? Object is weekly temperature. 1 week's temperature is the object you identify. Okay. Thereafter, object. Object is a real thing. Then before developing any real thing, a blueprint is required. Before developing any blueprint, any real thing, a blueprint is required. Suppose you have to go to hotel for taking breakfast. Before that, some mental process is there, some mental preparation is there. What is that? You have to dress up and you have to go to hotel, go to the counter, purchase the tokens, and collect the tiffin, eat, come back, and get ready for other things. In that way, one algorithm is there. Anything you take, then one preparatory thing is there, that is blueprint. What is the real thing? Going to hotel, eat tiffin is the real thing. You have to construct a house. House is the real thing. Before that, what you are doing? What is the first and foremost step? You are going to architect and get the blueprint. Then according to the blueprint, you are constructing. So now we could identify the object, that is weekly temperature. What is the next step? We have to find out, we have to write the blueprint class. After writing the blueprint class, our design is ready. Then implementation. Implementation according to the client's requirement. This client asks you to develop temperature report for 1 week. Then you can create one object. Some other client asks for 4 weeks, you create 4 objects. Some other client asks for 52, for whole year, 52 objects you create. That is the procedure. So now we have got the clarity about what is object, what we have to do and all that. Thereafter, okay, that clarity is only not enough. Then algorithm, the procedures are very much required. So what are the procedures required and all that? In this case, now we think of the blueprint class. Blueprint class is very core. So in blueprint class, which elements should be there? That is very important, that we have to focus in human language only. Now already I told you, first 3 steps, task, analysis, and the third step is algorithm. Algorithm means describing the procedures to implement the task. That is algorithm. In this, we are writing in a general human language, in English, we are writing what to do and all that. Then for this purpose, what we have to do, if you are well familiar with C language, what we are doing, that only we do that. First one is declaration section. In declaration section, what is required? You see, in declaration section, 7 values are there. So 7 instance variables you have to declare. 7 variables you have to declare. Thereafter 7 variables means 7 locations are created, and now before using them, they should be initialized. Now initialization method. Initialization method. This is standard by the Java language, that what we call constructors. So we have to define constructor for initialization purpose. So the second section is initialization section or input section or reading section, anything, whatever name, but here you should understand the concept: declaration section, initialization section. Thereafter, what are required? Processing section. Here some values are input values, you are initializing. Okay, other values are to be calculated by your program. So by processing only we do that. So in processing, which values we have to calculate? We have to calculate total temperature. For total temperature sake, one method in C we call as a function. Here one method calculating total temperature. Calculate total temperature method, and thereafter calculate average temperature method. Two methods uh, we have to define in order to get these values. Thereafter, okay, all these are done. Processing is done. Declaration, input, process. Fourth one is we have to display, that is output section. Output section. In out section, want print report. On a print report method, we have to declare that print report prints all the values. 7 are input values, 2 values are derived by the process. Totally with the 9 values in a layout, specific layout. According to this layout, then output should be printed. So print report, like one method for generating, for printing output, we print. So this is algorithm. So once again I am telling you, for those people who are feeling, who are treating coding is entire programming and all that, this is the answer. Who will do this? Now next step is coding. So this is all mental work. Now mentally your program is over, your project is over. Physically you didn't start it, but mentally your work is over. Physically you do it very comfortably, without bugs or with a minimum bugs. Or otherwise, this is the starting point. You never considered this and all that. Whatever you are developing is not a project, is not a software project. In my view, it is a big chaos. Big chaos. So you never know where you are, what you are doing, what you have to do. You never know that. Always it is a big mess up. It is like if you plan out a holiday trip of 10 days, then you do lot of mental work before starting your physical efforts and all that. First you prepare, you make out your mental work, thereafter your physical work is started. The mental work is called design. So your mental work is very, very clear and all that, you can enjoy journey. Without doing any mental work, just like that you start your holiday trip and all that, it is not a holiday trip, it is holiday misery. So that is the importance of design and all that you understand in real world or in programming. This is the three are very core part, but this is all mental work. By studying any language like Java, C# or C, you don't get it. But one thing, those languages provide you suitable environment for this. With reference to those languages, if you work out, gradually it is refined. Now you think like a professional. In the classroom itself you think like a professional. So professional thinking is very much required. Then only you will become a leader. Otherwise what you do? You will be always like a stitching tailor. Never become a master tailor. Always remember that. And now I am coming to your part, coding. Whatever you feel programming and all that, I am coming to that. Now coding. Coding is, I am not derogating its importance and all that. But coding, 10 programs if write, 11 program automatically write. Routinely also you can write. But these are not routine things and all that. Every domain is unique. And every client requirements are unique. So every time you have to update your knowledge. So don't terrify with that. One technique I am telling you. Now if thousands of domains and all that, how long I have to learn? One thing I am telling you. 10 domains, the 10, now I am introducing in entry level 10 projects. The 10 projects you work out, you apply your brain. I give you all the explanation. However, you apply your brain. 11th domain you can easily tackle. You get confidence. First, if you have self-confidence and all that, you can tackle things very easily. But if you don't have confidence and all that, how you do that? How you do that? Just for example, I am telling you, hotel. Hotel, it looks simple, but if you have to develop a software for this and all that, you get a first doubt. Where to start? What activity? You have to start. Then that is the real thing. then you have to think of some common sense. Some common sense. Common sense is very core. Intelligence is secondary for project development. So what type of many activities are there? If you list out, you can find 100 activities in a hotel business. Hotel business. But you have to, if you classify them, those are few only. What is that? Just think. Few activities are there, basic activities. One is core, one is purchase. Purchase management, because material management is very purchase and material management. Second one is staff management. Third one is cash management. See that any activity you take, if you list out all the activities, you may get 100 activities. But if you classify them, you maximum find 3 major activities or a few more may be there. Understand? So this is the way. You must be in a position to think in the direction. Then you will become a designer. Okay. This is the strategy what I am going to explain. So sincerely, whatever time you take, I don't mind. Actually, according to me, for an average student, if they have little background of Java, this is 1 week's job. The 10 projects within 1 week you can own, and you enrich your skills, confidence and skills. Thereafter, any project you can confidently tackle. How far you can successful, I cannot assure, but you can confidently tackle, and gradually you can resolve the problems and get the solutions.